Thank you for joining me for today's presentation by Strata Insurance Solutions. And today I'm talking about duty of disclosure. What is it? When do you need to disclose, and other considerations? So let's start with what is duty of disclosure. Your duty of disclosure requires you to disclose to the insurer all things relevant to their decision to insure you. You don't need to disclose to the insurer anything that diminishes the risk. So what are the types of things that you need to disclose to the insurer in Strata Insurance? Most common ones are defects, any claims that have not already been disclosed, the presence of materials in the exterior of your wall that is not brick or concrete, any renovation or construction work, particularly those exceeding 250 or 500,000 depending on the policy, any orders against you by a government or council. They can include fire orders or workplace health and safety orders, and anything else that you might think relevant to the insurer's decision to insure you. Now, when do you need to disclose this to the insurer? There are 3 times when you need to disclose this to the insurer. You need to disclose it when you take a policy out with the insurer, if you amend or endorse the policy, and when the policy renews. So if you've become aware of an issue right after renewal and you don't change your policy throughout the period, you have until the very end of the policy, and when it comes due for renewal, that's the point at which you need to disclose it to the insurer. Now, just one final thing. Be very careful about disclosure, because we have had insurers in the past pull the records from the body corporate and see whether they were aware of an item that should have been disclosed, such as defects, and they may look at minutes of meetings, particularly to see if that's an item that's been discussed. So be careful with your duty disclosure. If you're not sure whether you should disclose something or not, speak to us or your broker to ensure that you've complied with your duty disclosure under the policy. Thank you for joining me for today's presentation. My name is Tyrone Shanderman. Be sure to follow us on LinkedIn and YouTube for more videos like this. We'll put the links below. Thank you.